Hello, everybody, and welcome to Smashing Company, the way we do War Commander. Tonight on my panel, I've got Mr. Andrew, Miss Bad Mama, Mr. Bonehammer, Miss Chandra, Miss Fruit, Miss Rainbowy, and Mr. Joker. Everybody want to unmute and say hello?
Good
Good
eye.
eye.
Hello.
How's everybody? Everybody doing okay tonight? Hey, Gambo, nice to see you, babe. Welcome. We're just getting started.
All right.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Well, we got to talk about retaliation. I know it's a bad subject and nobody likes to discuss it, but we got to do it. Andrew, what'd you think about the retaliation, honey?
I would say it's been an odd one, and uh, I tried my best, and it was hard, and also I managed to get the 35 parts for the meter storm, and I was getting more repairs and getting XP basically. Sometimes I don't know if anybody else has noticed. I'm just tacking a tank or a turret, and that's me spatulas right up to it and start tackling it, and then it bombing it is dead. So it's about 2.5 hours repair, and so I've given it a 5 out of 10. So that's mine.
Take on it. Alrighty. Hey, Gambo, do me a favor. Can you hear my panel? Is the sound okay? Just let me know in the side chat if you would, please. Miss Tammy, what'd you think about the retaliation?
I gave it a 1.
I knew it was gonna be low.
I ain't kidding, man. That was tough on the higher levels, and you could imagine how the lower levels played hell with it.
I'm sure. I'm sure. We had a lot of them that struggled with it. Until
I
you,
just hate it. I hated it.
I just
That's
think it's.
about all I can say.
I just think that it's bullshit that you can pay 50 gold for a logistic that does the whole damn thing, but yet you can't. The ones they give you to use, yeah, the elite ones, okay, you have to do a little bit with it, but the object of it is still the money, you know,
Exactly.
and that's where this is really sad.
People don't like to be forced into things, and that's the one thing that really pissed me off. You're forced to spend that gold unless you just don't do the fucking event, and I'm really upset with it.
Right. Well, you're not the only ones.
Especially when you got one too.
Hey, Manny, good to see you, honey. Shonda, she's on my panel. Mr. Kevin Roberts, that's Mr. Bonehammer. He's on my panel. And who else is in there? Sounds like an echo chamber. What?
Yeah.
Echo in a bit of it.
Did Jump show up yet?
That might be Discord doing that because I can hear an echo.
Is it okay?
I can't.
Did that change it any?
Not always.
I tried to. Maybe it's because I got it up too loud. How's that? I turn it down just a little bit. Oh, on YouTube. Huh.
Oh, you gotta turn one or the other off, or it does sound like an echo.
Well, yeah, I don't have mine on. I don't think I
Yeah.
do.
You gotta turn the sound off of one or the other.
Huh. This is crazy.
Yeah,
That's
this is
what
right,
she
isn't it?
That's
Okay.
what he always says.
Couple of weeks, it's been different.
One of you have YouTube.
One of them have YouTube open in the background. One of you guys got your YouTube volume on?
Nope.
No.
No, I'm not even on it.
Me either. I'm not on it.
They say Smash is the only one echoing.
Not
Oh,
echoing.
Smash is the only one not echoing. How
Okay.
weird.
That is very weird. Okay. How about that? One of you guys say something.
Something.
Hello.
Nothing.
Hello.
Does that sound any better with them talking? Ah, I don't know. Hang on.
I've got it. I've got the sound muted on my.
Yes, you're supposed to have it muted on your YouTube
Mine is.
if you've got it on.
But if we're echoing, it's a great opportunity to talk about a floating CC because you'll hear it twice.
Oh, Lord.
It isn't my YouTube, and my YouTube's mute.
He said mute
Yeah,
up
mine
one by
is.
one. Fruity's already muted up. Okay. So Rain just muted up. Andrew, Chandra, Bone. You guys got to talk so they can know if you guys are doing this. Okay, let's do it this way. Andrew, say something.
Hello everyone, how are you doing?
Okay, you mute up, Andrew. Bad Mama, you unmute and say something.
What up, homies?
Okay, you mute up and let me. Bonehammer, you say something.
Say something. Floating CC. Floating CC.
Okay, you mute up. Chandra, are you there?
Time I got my name pronounced properly. Wow.
Okay, Pretty,
I'm here.
he said they all
Can you hear
echo.
me?
That's
Yeah, the whole
crazy.
panel is echoing. I muted everything.
It must be in Discord or something. You
Yeah,
think?
it's when it echoes like that on the panel, it's something on your side.
On the Discord part?
Yeah, on the
Well,
your
okay.
panel, whatever your new system that you're using.
Yeah.
Are you using the new system?
Yeah, I'm using my new mic.
Okay, that's what it is.
Your microphone is picking up the audio from your headphones.
Yeah.
That's what it
From
is.
my
That's what I've been
headphones?
telling you, Smash.
Oh, there. I just unplugged them. Now is it doing it?
That should resolve it.
Is that better?
Does that fix it?
I'm not on this chat, so I couldn't tell you.
Animal, did that make it better with them? Somebody say something.
Something.
Nobody was replying, I said.
Ugh.
Hello.
Oh well, we'll just try to get through this
Done
part,
it,
and then I'll read the things, I guess. Bonehammer,
Yes, ma'am.
would you say about the event, baby?
It says no. Manny says no. There's no more echo.
Okay, I unplugged the headphones.
All right.
I'm also still there.
Give it a 4 because, as I said on City Show, I'm a corner, and I'll admit it. I'm a dirty, dirty corner.
He is a very dirty corner.
Okay, and I coined my units so that they max earlier before most, and telling me that I can only use one unit when I spent all this gold in the game. It kind of avoids the system we want to play. Why should I coin stuff then if I'm not going to be able to use it? I mean, it's just stupid. I paid for something. Let me use it.
Yes, I agree. Okay,
There's still
so
having
what
an
did you
echo
rate
with
it?
that.
What? It's
Sorry,
still there?
Stephanie says yes. Stephanie says there's still an echo.
I don't understand it. How's that? Oh.
But like Bonehammer says, they'll hear everything twice.
No, I can turn the echo up on it, but I'm not turning it up. I've got my mic turned all the way up. I've got your guys' mic turned all the way up, I thought. Oh well, I'll just have to go through it like this, and then I'll read the notes, and it'll be okay. Ah, where are we at? Miss Chandra? Is that you?
Well,
Well,
like I said earlier, I do not like odd numbers, so I'm gonna use 3 for today and today only.
oh Lord.
And like I said earlier, they're picking what unit to use, which is whichever the unit they gave us to use. They're not considering the lower levels who do not have the units that they're making the higher players do, because yes, the higher players gonna have the unit max. They're gonna have the building that the unit is in to upgrade so that the unit can be max. What about those that don't have the buildings upgraded? And what of those who don't have the unit that's a level 10 and up? They're up the creek, so it's not a win-win game.
Yep, you're right.
Nobody's winning.
Nope. Nope. And Kickside just losing less and less money. But I
That's
guess
my
that's
2
what they
cents.
want. Miss Fruity, what do you think? Are you there? Fruity.
Sorry, I had to get a doggy.
That's all right.
I
What's
give
your
it
take
a
on
1.
a 1?
I got the tech and got a couple of the parts, and that was it. I was done and over with it.
Yeah, it's not one to keep your attention long, is it? It was terrible. And I'm sorry that everybody had to go through that. Miss Rainbowy.
Yeah, I gave it a -20. That was the most boring event ever. You either spend 50 gold or 54k for a silly little op that would, both ops did do bases 1 to 3, just on Ruby, not having to touch a thing with your mouse. And it was just brainless. And just using one unique was just, well, didn't even activate your brain for anything. So, yeah, it was the most boring event ever. What did I call it? Not retaliation. Oh, I've forgotten. I gave it a name earlier, didn't I? I've
Yeah,
forgotten what
you
it was.
did.
Restriction.
Restriction.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
it.
restriction. Yeah.
Restriction. Yes, it's restricted instead of
Yeah. The restriction
retaliation.
event.
Mr. Joker, I know you've been playing the game, mister. You just
Yes, I
you-
have, and I have attempted the event myself.
Yeah.
And I
So
gotta
how did that
say,
go?
I am gonna say I am restricted from giving a positive review, so negative 420, because I couldn't get past the first phase.
Oh my goodness. Oh no. I hate to hear that, Joker.
Well, damn, I don't feel so bad now.
You don't feel so bad, I couldn't get past the first phase.
I'm so sorry. Oh,
But they've
Lord.
made it so you can't help anyone in these events as well, haven't they? They don't want you helping people anymore.
Nope.
I know one thing I want to bring back the old out. Scrap this event, the last one.
And you know what? Everybody that believes that should send in a ticket that says that. Because if you do, you know, maybe they'll get it through their heads that we want our holdout back. You know, this shit that they're giving is and I hate this word, but it's retardation. It's making us stupid. Sitting here
Yeah, I
having
spent
to
more gold
grind with this
on
and
holdout.
grind and grind and for no XP. Come on,
Obviously.
people. You know, at least make the event worth doing and make it to where we want to do it instead of like it's a damn chore that we got to do every fucking week. You know?
It's like I used Steady's, when Steady was on early on, they should bring the XP boost, what they did on Old Out as well.
Yeah, it drove people batshit crazy. I believe it did. You know, and
The
I
community
told them,
and the game's gone to shit.
it has. I agree.
I finished the event and I just didn't want to log back in again.
And that's the way
Didn't even
people
bother
get with
to.
it.
Yeah, I didn't even bother to do anything else.
Okay, let's see what they out there in the YouTube land. See what they thought about this magnificent event. Who do we
They
got
all said they
here?
weren't floating CCs first.
Oh no, they didn't. Hi, Nanimal. Good to see you, honey. Glad that you joined us. Andrew Lease, it's good to see you too, honey. And
yeah,
Rumble Skeleton, he said minus 99. It's garbage. I agree. I agree totally. You know, I do. But and I didn't have time to do it, so yeah, I had to do it the bad way, and I bought the 50 gold one. And but one thing I can say about it, I was able to get it done faster that way. But so they figured out a way for us to do this without the XP boost, but with that, it's almost just the same. Because if you got that 50 gold boost, you was able to do all three of those bases with no problem. And for them to make this strictly a coin based thing, because otherwise you struggle. If you don't have those ops in this, you struggle. It's hard.
Yeah, and Manny is right. They've now made it a play to pay.
Yes, you're right.
Game.
Yep. And that's what it's changed to. And it's
I don't
awful.
like this.
But they aren't giving us their own. They're breaking their own TOS because that's not how the game was supposed to be.
Right. No, whenever this game first came out, that was the biggest thing they advertised about it. It was a free game. You've seen that everywhere. Free game. Free game. And then, what was it, maybe about a year? And they started golding us to death for everything. And now look where we're at. Now,
But since Stillfront took it over, it's gotten worse.
yeah, I agree. I agree. They say that they're trying. They're trying
greedy
to.
bastards.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you're going to make a money-driven event, then at least make it decent. This ain't even a decent event. The XP is piss poor. I'd like to meet. I'd like to meet the person that invents these events, because I'll tell you what, I'd probably throat punch him.
Yeah, but if they're going to make it a money-driven event, they need to offer the text for everything that people have missed in the past to make it worthwhile for them to catch up.
Well, just
Yep.
stick to what you said in the letter. Stick to what you put to us. They're not even doing that. They're saying that the boss spaces that they took off of the map were those units and all that, them parts and shit, were supposed to be in the retaliation. They weren't in there. I didn't see them. Did any of you?
Nope.
And that's why they took them off the map, they said, was because they were putting them in retaliation. That's never happened. And people are wondering, they can't
They
even
flat out lied is what they did.
Yeah, they can't upgrade their Malachis no more because they can't get the Omega parts. They can't.
And that was the most important unit.
Yeah, it really is. And just like the spatula, they skipped the Omega parts on that. They're putting that off for another 2 more months. What the hell's the sense in that? Why did you do that? We should have had the spatula Omega parts a long time ago. They just I don't know. It's almost like everything we say that they need to do, they do the total opposite. And I
It's
just,
driving more people to quit.
they are. They're pushing more people from the game. And that's awful because we have a great community of people. We do in our gaming community. Yeah, we got dickheads. Sure, we do. You know, in this game, you got to have your dickheads.
Well,
You
you
know,
can't talk about high anxiety like that.
hey, don't say that word in my Discord. I will hurt you.
Well, you keep saying
Oh,
it,
I
so
hate
maybe I
him.
can.
Well, he does not get recognition from my show. Even though Boom whipped the shit out of him.
And I just bought a Summit Smash.
What, honey?
They're doing all this right to try and make the game better, but they aren't. When we should be going on that other new platform, so if they're going like how they are, and people are quitting, and now that platform, what they're going on, they won't have them, because they aren't doing the job right, and they aren't doing it standard, if you know what I mean, being up certain level,
You're
if
right,
you know what I
Andrew.
mean.
Yep, because whenever they go to Steam, they're not going to be able to run this game like they are now. Because they're going to have more eyes on them than they have ever had on them before. And they will call them out for having a bad game. So, you know,
I just
I-
thought
if.
about it.
Go ahead.
Well, not only that, they'll ban them right away. There won't
Yeah.
be no second chances in them getting gold and getting their accounts back.
No, they'll be
Steam
gone.
don't put up with that crap.
Mm-mm.
Once it's banned, it's banned.
Steam could be the best thing that could happen to this game.
Steam will also IP ban your ass. They don't care.
They pay more attention, and they'll hold Kixeye accountable, and that's
Yep.
what we need. We need for Steelfront to be accountable for the things that they're doing in our game. You know, how can you have an event that you only use one unit? How? But yet you make.
That's why I hate it.
Go ahead.
That's what I hate about the event we just gone. You only know to use 1, 2. If you can't, and then you can't use to just help your tune out. It's one or the other. So if that tune dies and costs you 2.5 hours or 3 hours repair, and then you got to send another tune in, or if not, your air, and if the air gets died, that's more repair time and what you're doing getting XP. Like I said, I have more repair time, is not getting XP. That's why I was 5 short on 40, because I was waiting on repairs. And I had no repair tokens because I've used them. So in my I just have to wait. Like 2 hours go by or 3 hours go by. And I'm sitting there twiddling my thumbs. Because it's just boring, waiting. So
And not to mention people hitting your event tunes on the map by an event base, destroying it. And so either you freaking coin it or you wait whatever how many hours there is to it. And I had one heavy one that got destroyed pretty good. And yes, you know who you are.
No, I don't.
Yep.
I know who I am.
You know who it was.
There's been a lot of that going around lately. That's been happening in a lot of sectors. And, you know, there used to be a, shall I say, an unspoken rule in War Commander that during the event, you don't hit base tunes. No matter if you're enemy or not. You just don't do it. It's just a respect. And see, that's what a lot of these kids that play this game now don't get. Is there used to be a code of respect amongst War Commander commanders. And that has so many of those, God bless them, they have passed away. We've lost so many of the older players. And, that needs to come back to the game. That's where the respect was lost. And that's where these kids need to wise up and realize, this shit's stupid. Why are you hacking a free game? You're making us pay for it.
Because they have no life and they're spoiled as brats.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but here's the other thing, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry. The one thing that is going on too is they act like kids, but they're not kids. They're grown damn men.
Well,
Yeah.
some of them are. You're
Yeah,
right.
there's them too.
Oh yeah, I
Grown ass
agree.
men that are acting like kids.
That's right. But in this game, there was a respect amongst the commanders that during that event, you didn't hit event tunes. It's just one of those things. It's not a rule. It's not. It's just being respectful to one another. Now, after the event's done, well, yeah, I'm sure it was on like Donkey Kong because we used to get locked down for 7 days every time. But, everybody got to do their event. Nobody took that away from them. And the people that are doing all of that now, they're just brainless freaking morons. Butt munches. That's what they are. Butt munches. And, if they think that they're doing something big, they're really not. You're just showing how fucking ignorant you are. So,
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
We
I
even
have a
had
conspiracy theory.
to put out decoys. I'm not kidding you.
oh yeah.
We
You had
literally had to put out decoys. They had to guess which tune was our heaviest to hit them. I mean, literally.
right. Yeah,
I
when
have
you
a
got
conspiracy theory. I think some of these cheaters actually belong to Kixeye
I
or
believe it as well.
are up with them,
Yeah.
trying to make me spend gold to
Manny,
fight
we're
back.
right there with
So
you,
I'll never
dear.
spend money on gold to fight.
And Glenn, yes, in the early days, I remember that as well. They did. They give us gold for watching
Mhm.
ads in Facebook. They used to. And you could watch these
Wow.
videos and they give you like 5 gold or 2 gold or whatever. Yep, I remember all of that. But yeah, if these cheaters have just, I mean, I can't say that it's not working because something they're doing is working because I'm not seeing the air spam quite as much. Um, I was watching Bone today hitting, and it seemed like every base that he hit was a legitimate base, except for one that we won't mention.
Ah, yeah.
Well, they turn them off and back on
Yeah.
whenever
you know
they
what?
feel like it.
But you know what's so funny is we've got them to where they're running gold all the time. They are so paranoid about being hit that they run the gold all time.
Yeah.
24/7.
And that's the whole thing. That's how they're healing their tunes. Papa got hit yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. This guy came in with 3 different or 4 different tunes actually. Yeah, 4 different tunes at one time from all
Wow.
4 angles.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never
Crazy.
seen that one before. I have never seen that hack before.
Huh.
And I do know people are still running the VIP also.
Oh boy. Jeez. Okay, well, let's see what they've got in store for us. Well, we have the 15.07.1 release notes, last updated 22 hours ago. The following changes and fixes are being applied in the Thursday, April 17th, at 10 a.m. PDT update, which we've already had today. Sector Breach. Use your units to play through the General set and the Conqueror set to earn Sector Breach XP. With the Assault Platoon option, do not forget that these have to be in the Assault Tunes. Sets
Are you
can
gonna
be...
show it?
Huh?
Are you gonna show it? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. Thank you for reminding me. Hang on.
You're welcome.
There you go.
Thank you, dear.
You're welcome. Okay, sets can be completed in any order and pay out a bonus XP cash. The Conqueror set will test your might but will pay out more XP than the General set. Choose the set that best fits your power level. You can hit the targets multiple times and wins will count towards future set completions, so you will not be penalized for hitting a target again. In this Sector Breach, earn Legendary Oni Mark III. Now, this is not like our Oni that we have from our past, because them dumb shits didn't know nothing about our Onis from the past. They were pretty fucking cool. They had 30 speed, so they flew so fast, it was unbelievable. So we're kind of excited to see what these are going to bring us. This starts April 18th at 10 a.m. PDT, ends April 22nd at 10 a.m. PDT. Bug fixes, general fixes, and improvements. Yeah, that's what they say. Alrighty, now we have our Sector Breach, featuring the legendary Oni Mark III. The legendary Oni Mark III upgrade tokens. It starts April 18th at 10 a.m. PDT, ends April 22nd at 10 a.m. PDT. April 23rd at 10 a.m. and the store closes at April 23rd at 10 a.m. PDT. And there you have the new Oni Mark III. The description: a demon of skies. The Oni rains down fire and brimstone. It deals a widespread damage on each attack run. Okay, here's the information on it. Its generation is Arc 1. The type is light aircraft. Weapons is firebomb, and it targets ground. Damage type is bombs and fire. Size is 300. Health at level 1 is 100,000. Excuse me. In which I really like this. And the health at max level is 140,000. The DPS is 7,500. But the only thing I don't like about this, the DPS at max level is 15,000 and the max speed is 12. So they're not near as fast as what our old Onis were. The max range, it sucks. I hope they're going to do something about that.
Well, the speed actually depends because remember they did the compression, so we don't know what that means.
That's true. That's true. You're right. You got a good point there. Okay,
I get the feeling I'm not going to complain when they're hitting my base. Not as fast as.
Well, it sounds to me like this is going to be one of those units that we used to use to like target the bastions and the CC and the Go-Go Bar, the defense lab. This is going to be a one-hit wonder. So whenever you take it in, you're going to target something and it's going to make one shot. But its one shot is 7,500. And that's a lot. So it's going to be able to take down quite a bit, I think. Okay, the talents. At level 1, it's immune to turncoat, so it can't be turncoated. Chance to drop napalm zones, which that's where it drops them things that has the fire, the drops of fire all over the place. The armor up, it takes 50% less damage for 5 seconds after the first time damage is taken. At level 10, it ignores turbulence. So that means it cannot, the screamer will not affect these things. At level 20, they go to 100% damage versus infantry. Okay. Anybody want to comment on any of that? Okay. Mission description. Sarkis cloning technology has been used on players' bases, creating rogue player bases, and it ends up in sector commanders to push them out. Please, players will hit PvE bases that are copies of players' bases with assault platoons in order to earn Sector Breach XP in the Sector Breach store. The event structure. Use your units to play through the general set or the Conqueror set in Sector Breach XP with the Assault Platoon option. Sets can be completed in any order and pay out a bonus XP cash. The Conqueror set will test your might and play out more XP than the general set. Choose the set that best fits your power level. You can hit targets multiple times and the wins will count towards future set completions. So you will not be penalized for hitting a target again. Okay, now on the general track, if you do this, you're going to have to do it 83 times. That's how many run-throughs it's going to take. 83. If you do the Conqueror, it's going to take you 31. So either way, it's going to be grind. We'll just have to wait and see how the bases turn out. The general base 1 rewards 500 or 5,500. The general base 2 rewards 5,500. General base 3 rewards 10,000 XP. And general base completion bonus rewards 40,000 XP. The Conqueror track, the Conqueror base rewards 1 is 17,000 XP. Conqueror base 2 rewards is 17,000. Conqueror base 3 rewards is 30,000. Conqueror base completion bonus reward is 100,000 XP. That's why you want to try your best to do the Conqueror set. It's quicker and you get more XP and it doesn't feel like such a grind. It's still a grind, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's not a grind, but it's just makes it a little easier. Okay, and we have the legendary Oni MK3. You need 26 of those and 77,500 apiece. And then you have the upgrade tokens. You get 30 of them and they're 100,000 apiece. So there we have it. There is our Sector Breach. So what do y'all think? Everybody still awake?
Looking forward to the grind.
Base killer coming in. You better get your bases set up, guys.
Yes, that's
At least we got till Tuesday on this one.
yes.
Because I've got to work right through the weekend, so at least.
Well,
this
Manny
one we got till
seems to
Tuesday.
think it's going to be the same bases, so we'll have to see about that. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, this ought to be interesting. But City will have a show tomorrow, and you guys come and watch as let them all destroy their stuff, and you know, and then you guys can sit back and watch and see what's happening. Yes, Glenn, a lot of people in this game, that's why we're still here, is because of our
Motion
friends.
detected at this time.
Our friends in this game are probably 99% of why most of us are still here. But you know, me and Fruit was talking about something the other day. We're creeping up on 15 years playing this damn game. Who'd ever thought that when we started playing this game, that we would be playing it 15 years later. You know? It's kind of crazy, but I get it. It is about the people. We have wonderful
Well,
people here.
well,
Go-
you're meeting people from different cultures too. You realize
Exactly.
we're USA, England, Wales, Scotland,
You're meeting people from
France,
all over the world,
Germany.
you know? And it's wonderful that people can get together like all of us from all these different places, but we still have the same thing in common. We're respectful human beings and we respect each other. It doesn't matter which side of the road you're on, and it don't. You
Well, I'm
know?
from Mars,
Oh, we know,
and I'm a
yeah.
virgin.
Oh, we know that. And you want to float in CC. I get that too.
Okay, we're
But
on the same
yeah,
page.
this is what makes our game great is the people in it. It really is. And
Hit the like button down there, folks, please.
yep, hit the like button and subscribe
Yeah.
because you never know what you're going to find in this place, you know? You how do you join Reggie Manning? You just come and talk to me and I will tag you myself, dear heart. We are in 192. You're more than welcome anytime. If anybody says anything, you tell them that Smash told you to come. And any
Yes,
of my
I'm a
guys,
virgin.
any of my
I'm
most of my guys are officers, so anybody can tag you. Yes, we know Animal. He's a virgin. He's just not gonna let that go. You know that, right?
And virgin to what? We're still trying to figure out.
Well, I'm not going to go there because we don't have Brandy here tonight, so I'm not going to do. I'm not going to take it from her. I'm just going to go
only
with
11
it.
years old.
Oh,
But I've been
bullshit!
She
playing
made
the
the
game for
sandwiches.
17 years.
Oh my
Has
god!
he made the sandwiches yet? Maybe that's what he's
Yeah,
about
yeah, yeah. Bone, it's time for you to go make the sandwiches, baby.
Okay. The barbecue yours or not?
Both. Oh, you guys are wonderful. It is. It's great to have great people hanging out and talking and having a great time. It is. I love everybody on my panel. They're great people. And once you get to know them, yeah, on the map, we get a little shitty with everybody, but hey, who don't? That's what the name of the game is. But we can come into a Discord room and we can all sit around and have shits and giggles and it's awesome. It's very
Now,
awesome.
I have a question for the people on the side chat here.
Go ahead.
If any of y'all want a video about a certain base, a resource base or whatever for low levels, PM us and let us know because Smash would love to make videos for any base out there you want. It could be the resource base. You just need to tell us what units that that you don't have, so we can try to make a video for you able to do those bases with what you have. But all you have to do is ask, and we'll go the extra mile for you.
Yes,
I
we
know
will.
I steal them all the time.
We've been working with a couple minis that we have to where we can we're trying to get the units that most low levels have now and get them to where they are so that we can do bases for them and try to help that way. That since Kick Size cut it off to where we can't help the lowers anymore, we have to find another way. And that's the way we're going to have to do it. Is making videos, and so if you get stuck in a base and you're low level, or even if you're high level, come to our Discord. Most of us are usually in there, and somebody will help you out. We got a lot of people in there that are good people and they know what they're doing in the game. So don't be afraid. Just come in and say, "Hey, I need some advice about this," and we'll do whatever we can to help you out. And that's not a problem. You're stuck at
Trouble is,
25.
them getting the units. So
Yes, it is.
that's the biggest problem right there.
Yeah, because they're not doing that right now. And that's what pisses me off. They said that that retaliation was supposed to be better than holdout. They lied about that. They said that the boss spaces were taken off the map because they were going to put those prizes in the retaliation. That's never happened. You know, it just seems like everything they say, they just it
They're
backfires.
liars.
You know,
They're liars.
yeah,
Liar,
you
liar,
know.
pants on fire.
I'm
But
really trying
Apparently,
not to get political here, but
Bullshit.
damn.
Bullshit.
I'm
How
having
many
to
years is it going to
bite
take us
my
to
tongue.
upgrade these units?
Well, it's just crazy. he said, Manny said, I'm stuck at 25. Find me help. Manny, if you need help, you come to 192 and we'll help you, honey. I promise. Okay. Well, I guess
Much as
we've
Pixar, yeah.
I guess we've beat this one with the stick enough. So we'll go ahead with the shout outs. And is there any questions from the YouTube side chat that anybody wants to ask before we go? Okay, if so, put him on there. He's in 25, he said. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and start out, Mr. Andrew. Go ahead, sweetheart.
I just want to say thank you for the YouTube, what are on, and also on any as well, the panel. And yeah, just go on Steadies tomorrow, have a look what he's got to use, and just try your best. That's all we can all can do. Like Smash said, if you need any help, just go on her Discord or Steadies, they'll help you. And just try your best. If you get a bit frustrated, like sometimes I do admit, and sometimes I just sit there and have a go at the game, but then I realise I should walk away, leave it for 10-15 minutes, make myself a drink, come back, start again. So, good luck to everybody doing the event tomorrow, and thank you, Smash, for having me on here, and I'll see you next week.
Alrighty, sweetheart. Thank you very much for being here. Miss Bab Mama.
Thank you guys as usual for having me on here. I never dreamed I'd have so many friends in this game, worth me still being here. But all of you are the reason I'm still playing. And I really want to give another shout out to Jump Killer for streaming for 19. And I would like to thank anyone in 19 that has been keeping up with the show. And I love you all.
Thank you, sweetheart. Mr. Bonehammer.
I love y'all to death. God damn. Yeah, love everybody to death. Damn, you blocked me out. I can't get to.
I think he's in the middle of a fight.
Fuck.
Okay.
Superman.
I'm sorry, but that was funny, Mom. I'm sorry.
Bone, you want to do a shout out?
Everybody keep it clean. Watch out for those hackers.
Good luck.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm hitting it.
It's okay. Go ahead. Miss Sandra?
Well, as always, thanks for having me. Thank the side chat for showing up. Woohoo! Showing the love. Yay! I'm hungry, people, so don't mind me. Anywho, thanks for having me. It's always been a pleasure to be here and listen to everybody have their own opinion, thoughts and opinions about the game. And like Bone and Smash said, we don't have a crystal ball, so we can't tell who needs help. So you just need to open your mouth and say, "Need help," and they'll be willing to help you. Other than that, everybody stay safe. Have a good night, evening, morning, whichever it is for you. Enjoy. Take care. Bye.
Thank you, Miss Sandra. Miss Fruit.
Yeah, I want to say thank you, Smash, and thank you, Panel. Thank you, everybody out there on YouTube. And like everybody else said, if you need help, PM, jump in the server, and we'll try to help you what we can, get you through it. Y'all take care.
Thank you, Miss Fruity. Miss Brain.
Yeah, well, good to be here again, and I'll be working for the next couple of weeks, so I probably won't get on again. And if you're not having fun in the game, think about where you are and find a place like I found where it feels like home and family. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm tired.
Thank you, sweetheart. Mr. Joker. Joker.
That's all I gotta say.
You didn't say nothing.
That was low.
You have my soundboard muted. How dare you?
How did I didn't do that. Talk to my people that run it. Fruit.
I don't see that it's muted.
Well, I played Bone Smash soundboard effect.
Oh.
Oh, so yeah, but it's bone.
Yeah, look at that ring where you heard it.
Yes, that's a.
Yeah, I heard it, yeah.
It's a tone that Animal made for Bonehammer, and it says Bone Smash. Is what it says. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know why it'd be muted. I haven't done nothing to mute it.
You muted my soundboards.
Hang on. Let me
You can't
see if I
hear
have
my
it.
end. But I digress. Good night, Animal. Good night, Gambo.
No, that's Smash. Hang on a minute. Let me see if I have
Yeah,
it.
I don't see that it's muted.
I don't even see it.
I can hear it.
I mean the one that he's he's talking about with Bone. It says, don't it say something else? What does it say on the title of it? Bone. What does it say?
Should just say bone.
Bone. I don't see it. I'll be darned.
Yeah, my side it doesn't say that he's muted on them.
Huh. I don't know. I don't see it. All
Bone
right.
Smash is what it says.
Okay. Well, I guess that's the end, and I want to say thank you all for coming. You guys are awesome, and I love all my guys and my gals on my panel. You guys, I couldn't do this without you. So thank you very much for taking an hour out of your week to spend with me on this crazy game. But don't forget to come and watch the live show tomorrow, Fist and Friday. Let us destroy our shit so you don't have to. It's going to be a interesting event to say the least. So everybody want to say goodbye and thank you all for coming.
Take care.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we will see you next Thursday at same time, same place. And
Same
we
back channel.
are